the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback. They go play action here on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
On third down, Rhodes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. Now, if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Burke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, Gunter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Rhodes.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down, Burke. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Rhodes got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Gunter. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Reddick. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Crusaders have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd down and 3.
Operating from the gun, Burke. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Riddick. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Burke. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Burke. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Crusaders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On third down,
Gunter.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Burke. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Burke. Over the middle. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Riddick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
The give to the fullback on the dive. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Crusaders are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this 1st half. 5 plays there on that drive.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
So we've come, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On second down, Gunter. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Burke. And his pass incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there good for 13, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On the ground, it's Riddick. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, Burke. The completion to Riddick.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He finds Riddick, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Crusaders have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gunter, and very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Rhodes sliding out of the pocket. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Riddick with a carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on third down, Burke.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Detroit back in possession of the football. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again, Rhodes. And it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rhodes. His throw incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Rhodes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Rhodes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rhodes. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Rhodes eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Reddick light on his feet, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.